Hello my friends, welcome, Kaity here, and today we're going to be doing a free flow, which is a blend of EFT tapping and Qigong, all about the emotional and the physical things that come up when you're dealing with a chronic illness. I was inspired to do this video because I was reached out by someone on Instagram who has been dealing with long-term COVID. And because of this, she's been waking up in the morning feeling achy, she has lots of sadness, depression, she's been having low energy, she just feels like she's broken, which is so common when you're dealing with a chronic illness, to feel like you're hitting this wall where you're ready just to give up. You put your arms up, there's nothing left of you, and it can feel really sad, it can feel really heavy, you can feel very anxious. So that's what I wanted to work through today, kind of working through those emotions so they don't start to consume, so you can find that hope again and know that eventually something will give, there will be an answer that comes to you that is going to be the reason that you heal. So not to give up, to lift yourself back up some, to get yourself some of that energy. Like I said, she's been feeling low in energy, so we're going to be doing some energy exercises to stimulate some energy, work through some of that sadness, and get back into that warrior mode that I know you all can be. So let's go ahead and get started. You can go ahead and begin by finding a comfortable place to sit. If you want, you can continue to stand, but if you've been feeling weak, low on energy, go ahead and sit for this part of the session. We'll stand up and use some of our energy when we do some of the energy exercises. For this part, all you need to do is tap where I tap and repeat after me. So starting on the side of the hand, even though I've been battling this chronic illness for way too long, and it's become my identity, I choose to love, honor, and accept how I feel. Even though this chronic illness, and you can name your chronic illness, you can say it out loud, has been part of my life for way too long. Every day is a battle. Every day is a struggle. Every day is a reminder. I choose to love, honor, and accept how I feel anyways. Even though this chronic illness makes me just want to give up sometimes. Sometimes I don't feel strong enough. I have to dig down so deep. And some days I don't have any more that I can dig. I feel empty. I feel like all of me have been used up. And I just feel sad and lost, defeated, angry, frustrated. So even though this chronic illness has become my life, it's consuming my life. Some days sucking all the joy. I choose to love, honor, and accept how I feel anyways. This chronic illness, again, you can name whatever you're battling, consuming my life, becoming my identity. I'm reminded of it every second that I'm awake. From the moment my head lifts from the pillow to the second that my head hits the pillow to go to sleep. And it even sometimes bothers me at night. The only time I feel slightly content is when I'm sleeping. But every waking hour, I'm reminded of it. By a way I physically feel, feeling weak, low on energy, sad, anxious, a snowball of emotions. And I'm reminded how I physically feel. Achiness, maybe headaches or nausea, name whatever you're experiencing. So even though I try to forget about it, I try to be strong and move forward, part of my body and mind is constantly reminding me. And really, this chronic illness has become my identity. I don't even know who I am anymore. It's hard to remember me before this chronic illness. What it's like to just get out of bed and have energy. What it's like to feel excited. What it's like to feel good. Hard to remember that person. And I'd do anything to get back to them. But it feels like no matter what I try, no matter what doctor I go to, things that I've tried that I've seen on the internet, because I've tried them all, it feels like nothing works. And I feel hopeless. I feel defeated. And some days I just feel like waving up in my hands and giving up. But I don't want to give up. I know that I can heal. I know there's an answer somewhere. And even though I'm tired of searching, I choose to have hope. That my answer, my solution will get to me. That this piece of me that's hanging on to this illness will break free and allow in the energy to heal. Staying open to opportunities. Open to different solutions to healing. Because I will find the answer. And although it feels really hard right now, and I feel really tired, deep down within me, I still have that inner strength. Something bigger than me, pushing and guiding me in the direction I need to go. And I choose to follow that light. And look to that light when I feel my weakest. Because I will heal. It may take longer than I hoped. And I will be faced with challenges along the way. But I will heal. And it's okay to have days where I feel sad. But I need to remember that I am strong. That my body is amazingly strong. That my body is designed to heal itself. And I'm ready and open to any opportunities, answers that allow myself to heal. Allowing them to be divinely guided to me, open to me, because I will heal. Go ahead and grab your wrist, about 3 finger wisps down. You're going to take a deep breath in through your nose. Exit out through the mouth, through a pinhole. Let it go. Again, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Letting go of any remaining stress, anxiety, doubt. Blow it out through that pinhole. We're going to do it one more time. Breathing in through the nose. Give it all you got. Blow it out. And go ahead and stand up. Make some room around you. We're going to do some energy exercises to release some of that stagnant emotion. You can begin by standing with your feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to go ahead and knock on the lower portion of our back and our stomach, just to activate our kidneys. She mentioned that because of her chronic illness, which is so common with any chronic illness, is that fatigue and that weakness and that lack of energy. So our kidneys hold our vitality and our energy. So we just want to go ahead and knock on them, wake them up, using the momentum as you kind of rotate your hips to just knock along the lower back and stomach. Breathing normal and natural, keeping your legs nice and grounded and rooted in the earth. Doing this at your own speed. If you are feeling weak, you can do this a little slower. And as time goes on, as you continue with this practice, get a little bit more of your energy back, you can pick up some of that speed. And allowing the arms to fall by your side. And then go ahead and we're just going to tap up and down the kidneys. So just kind of coming up the back a little bit and back down. Again, so important if you are feeling that fatigue and that weakness. So breaking that energy free. Just imagine your kidneys are like little hardened stones and you're just kind of cracking them open, allowing that energy to flow back into them. And perfect, rubbing your hands together, creating some heat and friction. And all of these movements are very slow, so we don't need to kind of overpower ourselves or wear ourselves out. Just rubbing up and down now on the lower back. And then go ahead and make hip rotations. So just opening up the core, the center of the body, compressing, at the same time stretching. So all of those internal organs are getting a nice little wake up, letting them know that we're here. Whatever stagnation or backup or whatever is going on in there, just free everything out. So you can think of yourself almost like a giant, like a washcloth, whenever it comes out of the water, and you just want to kind of wring it out so that it can open back up and you can stick in a new fresh water. So you're letting go of all that old, dirty, stagnant energy, and we're letting in new. And it's really important while you're doing this, always just to kind of visualize it as well. So you can kind of picture yourself as you go back, you're wringing things out. As you go forward, you're wringing out, and then you're allowing things to fill as you stretch forward and stretch back. So we rotated directions. Just a few more. And just one more then to kind of work the kidneys again, the core of the body, coming out in a wide stance if you can, if that's comfortable for you. You can stay standing high or you can come down, but we're gonna do that further twist, again, like the washcloth. So coming over to the side, again, if you need to stand up more like this, you can. If you wanna challenge yourself, go ahead and sit down, but getting that wringing, swishing over to the other side, wringing yourself back out. Squeezing out all that dirty, toxic energy, allowing space for new, wringing. and coming back to center. Now we're gonna work on just our last thing here is just working on our lungs. So the lungs hold the emotion of sadness. So again, when we are battling with something chronic like that, it can make you feel really sad and depressed because you just don't know when the end's going to come. So we're gonna go ahead and and healing. You don't know when you're gonna get better. So go ahead and opening up the heart, opening up the chest, breathing in as you come up, and exhaling, we're gonna round our back. So again, opening, stretching, making way for new energy, and vision energy just kind of pouring into those lungs, filling them up, and exhaling as you squeeze them together, squeezing out all that dirty, dirty water. Inhaling and exhaling. So as you can see me from the side, and of course, listening to your body, you want to get a nice stretch here, but you never want to hurt yourself. And you can also do this from a sitting position, or if you're more into yoga, you can go down and do a cat-cow, very similar, but just opening up kind of the lung area. And coming back to center, allowing the arms to float down by your side, placing them over your stomach, keeping your feet nice and grounded into the earth, about shoulder width apart again, slight bend in the knees. You don't want them completely bent, you don't want them completely straight, just nice and soft. So if someone came to push you over, you'd have that stance where you could kind of keep yourself up, your spine nice and tall, crown of the head up to the heavens. And I just want you to visualize a glowing ball of energy right above your head. That glowing ball of energy is going to make its way right in through your crown chakra, right through the tip of your head, making its way down your eyes, nose, mouth, pushing away any of that darkness, that dirty water that we didn't squeeze quite all the way out. Then your shoulders, through the chest, really working out any type of sadness remaining. Down the torso, infusing into the kidneys, filling them with energy, all the way down the legs, and shooting right out through your feet. Bringing in new healing energy and letting go of what no longer serves you. Just stay here for a breath. Feel relaxed but strong at the same time. Taking a deep breath in, rotating on the belly, kind of sealing in that energy into your center. And exhale, allow your hands to fall by your side. Now that's something great you can do, that little end portion, something great that you can do every day just to kind of get back, like I said, letting go of some of the sadness, getting some of that energy to build up, taking just a couple minutes just to move your body a little bit, even though it can be very hard when you're feeling super fatigued. I am going to be making a rewire. I always do a release. This was the release. And I'll make a rewire for next week where it would be great to listen to at night before you go to bed or first thing in the morning to kind of reaffirm and remind yourself that you are strong enough to heal, which can be really difficult to hear sometimes. But when you are in that sleep state, when you're in that very kind of your subconscious mind is open to anything, it's a really great time to listen to those affirmations. And just the more you start to believe it, the more your body will believe it as well. So go ahead and practice this as much as you like. When those feelings start to come up, just try to remind yourself that you will heal. I know it feels like sometimes like it's not gonna happen, but it will happen. And you have to believe it will happen in order for it to happen. Unless it happens. But I love you all. And I wish you so much healing, and I wish you so much love, and I'm here for whatever you guys need. I truly mean that. That is why I have this channel. Make sure that you do comment and like if you enjoyed this video. That helps me out a ton. And share this with anybody else you know that might be struggling with a chronic illness as well. Sending you lots of love and light to all of you. Love you all.